Hang on, before we get anywhere near where I think we're going to go, because if it's this heavy to start with, if they throw a breakdown in here, I'm going to straight up leave the earth. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and you're good to go. We're back with more Crystal Lake, and I am jacked about it. You guys kept asking, when are we going to do more Crystal Lake? Well, the answer is now. I'm looking at a song called Apollo. There were loads of recommendations and suggestions. I'm going with this one because it was one of the main ones, but don't worry, if this is anything like my last listen to them, I'm sure they're going to get a playlist and we'll work our way through them all. So I can't wait. Without further ado, Crystal Lake Apollo official music video. Let's see what you got.
From nothing, so take it away again. Take it away. Take it over.
Hang on a second, man, that was awesome. What a start to a song. I'll go back to lead in. I highly encourage you to listen to this with headphones. There are certain mixing and edit tricks that I think you lose when you don't listen to a song with headphones. In the beginning, there was that nice kind of, it had a slight drive on, but it was more of a clean sound. You could hear it being picked. It was in the left, it moved to the right, it went back to the left again, and then you heard the distortion kind of tingling up and the palm muting and lead work coming in. Vocals took over in the center and then pushed everything to the front of the mix when it kicked in. I love this genre. This is my scene. This is my jam. I grew up in this. The core genre is my vibe, and these guys do it really well. I like that a lot. There's more of a crunch to that guitar, really unique sound, but it is powerful, brutal, seems to be working really well with everything else. And I like what the drums are doing there, you know, kind of providing that backbone and then going into that really quick double kick work and then kind of drifting off again. It's just small variations to keep something fresh. Ironically, when he started that double kick, I didn't actually hear it because there was a nice lead work piece that came in on top, and only just after that first note dipped could I hear that full intensity. So it's kind of disguising it and it'll shoot under. It's cool. I don't know if that was intentional, but it worked.
Show me a sign you down to ride for progression. Stay alive cause you need the pain for progression.
So heavy, so brutal. These guys have so much power attached. A lot of it is you know, just smart writing. They've got some awesome lead work, but it does not lose the effects of those solid full kind of chords they're ringing out with. I wonder what tuning they use because it sounds deep. It does sound deep. He's on a 7-string as well, isn't he? But yeah, really nice. If you know the tuning, let me know in the comments. You guys have been very helpful with that kind of thing. Brutal as hell. And those little blast beats coming in there, I didn't expect that. Usually in a verse, it takes a back seat, especially in this genre. It gets quick and it becomes more like a punk beat. But that was really intense. That's classy, really classy. The guitar's been prioritized in this mix more so than in a lot of bands, and I can see why. Fantastic musicianship, important sound, and it works really well with the vocal. Now, it feels like there's an equal weighting and balance in the mix between the vocal and the guitar work, and I kind of like that. I think sometimes guitar gets pushed back depending on the genre and the band, but here that isn't the case. The only issue you're going to have with that is picking up the bass. Now, it's not to say that the bass isn't doing work and adding value and all that kind of stuff, because it does, but it's usually hidden within the mix as a support structure. It's accenting kick work, it's accenting melody, and it kind of glues the melody to the percussion. This is all very cool. I said this before about them. There's a smart way of kind of introducing melodies early on, and then having them shine through. So they did that lead work in the beginning. There was a variation of it there where he was screaming, but it was kind of playing along with their phrasing, and that's really good because you can still that's the way of getting a melody across while you're still screaming and not singing. You can still create that association, and it's really nice. It went straight into that lead work afterwards again. Very cool, and that's a really nice place to pause.
Broke it down. This planet was mine. Split at yourself everything. Now, forever.
Really controlled guitar work there. There's so many gallops going on and so much lead work, and it's about getting there's a relationship with the pattern of strumming to get your pick ready to be on the up or down where it needs to be for those certain notes. And I'm sure there were compromises, but they don't miss anything there, and it's good.
You'll never take me undone. Never gonna take me undone. Now I'm falling down.
This is nice. I think he's saying you'll never take me under, and the other guy's screaming with him. I'll go back one more time. That's really good. I like that kind of mix there. You can hear separation, which is supposed to when you see the two and you hear the two. It doesn't pack too tightly together, which is nice. It gives you more of a live feel.
You'll never take me undone. Never gonna take me undone. Now I'm falling down. Falling down to nowhere. Now where you're falling down. Falling down to nowhere. Now where you're falling.
Hang on, before we get anywhere near where I think we're going to go, because if it's this heavy to start with, if they throw a breakdown in here, I'm going to straight up leave the earth. That falling down, that piece where he's kind of singing underneath that, again, really valuable. That replaces that lead work as a compromise for the melody to attach to, and I think it's very good.
Falling down to nowhere. Now where you're falling down. The universe ain't big enough for all of us. Open the sky. This universe wasn't big enough for us. Open the sky.
Nice welcome break we're going into. I'll leave it there, but that's intense, man. You know, normally with these kind of breakdowns, you have a period where you hit those hard chords and then you stop them short and you leave nothing. That's how you get the brutality of a breakdown. You can eliminate that so that there's everything and there's nothing, and the contrast and the flick between them makes you uncomfortable. Also makes me very excited. But they didn't. They carried on. They let it ring. There were a lot of dissonant chords, quick ones, and then into one or two quick lead pieces back into the chord again. So you had that dragged out phrasing. It felt like the song was being slowed down continuously throughout that. It wasn't, but that's just the effect it gives. And there it was nice because he's got that kind of really, really good scream. But he's been doing the same kind of scream throughout. He had like some different vocal moments that he was making some cool sounds and stuff, but pretty much the same scream. Now he's gone lower. It sounds more demonic. It sounds more evil. I think it's necessary to make the vocals work as hard as the music is. It's a cool video.
Taste of our past, left in the future, view from the sky. I'm the rainmaker, the odyssey got me lit, cause I'm getting fired up in commotion. It's true, see beyond what you're supposed to, just to see what I see, you won't dare to deny it.
Who is ever gonna
There's 2 layers there in that vocal, so he's gone into this kind of, I wouldn't say it's more like a flow or rap or anything like that, but it's definitely more punchy in terms of the phrasing, and you can hear him. It's a speak sing. It's not fully singing, but it is speaking with a hum or a melody, and you can hear a second layer. So there's the lower one's the primary. I think the higher one is secondary.
Got me lit cause I'm getting fired up in commotion. It's true, sipping what you're supposed to, just to see what I see. You won't dare to deny it.
Who is ever gonna find me? When gravity breaks away, where I know we go when gravity breaks away. No one reaches me on when gravity fades away. You'll never take me undone. Never gonna take me undone. You'll never take me undone. Never gonna take me undone.
Is the bass playing that lead piece? Because it does sound a lot deeper. It could just be an effect on a certain piece of the guitar work, but it may be that the bass is playing that. I like it either way. And this is a high energy song, high energy video. I like this a lot. This is exactly what I'm comfortable with.
You'll never take me undone. Never gonna take me undone. Now I'm falling down, falling down to nowhere, to nowhere. Now where you're falling down, falling down to nowhere. Now where you're falling down.
Yeah, that's good. I love the video. I love those end shots. It felt like there was a nice concept to that. You know, you don't hear all the words when it is something that's quite intense like that and you're trying to listen for the first time. But I thought it was remarkable. I thought they did a hell of a job with that song. And now I know why you guys wanted me to listen to it. It's brutal, but it isn't without melody. It isn't without structure, and it isn't without care. And that's why these songs work. It's not good enough to just play a heavy song. A lot of people can do that. Anyone can do that. But there was care in there. There was a dip. They pushed it right to the boundary before they kind of dipped in that energy and let you breathe a bit. And that shows bravery. You know, when to take you on this journey, we're not going to give you a second to breathe, not for the first like sort of 3/4 of the song, and then we'll allow you to, with us, kind of just relax and breathe down. At the end there, where that picking came back in, really beautiful, started kind of being the primary and everything started to decay at the very end. You could hear the different guitars decaying at different times, and there was essentially just one guitar left, and you heard it just on the one string and a bit of a squeak when it went off. Good use of that pick scrape as well for build up. There was a lot of really good things in there. Again, nothing that hasn't been done before. However, it was done really, really well here. So no complaints from me, and I absolutely love that one. Let me know where to go next. I've had a few suggestions, recommendations from you guys anyway, so we've got a lot to work with. But please, if you could on this video, let me know which one you'd like me to look at next. Sometimes when you see me do these reactions, I think it's helpful because you get to see my experience of it, how I'm feeling, and then you can recommend based on that and not just based on a song that you love. And I think that that's important too. So let me know where to go. That was awesome. And I'm going to go and, I don't know, make some coffee, do something. I have to do something because after that, you got to do something. Let me know where to go next. Until then, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.